Winners don't lose.
Hey guys, welcome back to Never Stop Shooting. My name is Paul. This is Shadowrun Returns. I was planning on just getting to Miss Kubota and talking to her and then starting the episode there, but we got this new intro screen here for the return to the Union rather than just entering into it for the first time. So despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, you might remember, we saved Coyote. Because we're the good guys. Paco needs to help her through the door to the Seamstress's Union. Heads raised and the front room of the ball falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than the shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Yeah, being tortured by Stevie J and his crew, but we put an end to that and an end to them as well. Now, back in the Seamstresses Union, I'm kind of wondering if people are going to accept her again, considering that she was a waitress there. Miss Kubota. I think I've been pronouncing her name differently every time. I'm pretty sure she seems like a decent person at the very least. She'll probably take her in. She'll be cool with her, but, it is a business still at the end of the day, Miss Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco walks/carries some mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays her eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye: fear. The woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Really? Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? Well, so much for her being kind and caring about all this. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota. I had a run that went bad. Soka, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Mrs. Kubota. Hey? Hey? Hi? I don't know. Hey, Mrs. Kubota. My apologies again. I feel like whether it's hi or hey, it's like it doesn't fit in the English the way things like Sokai does, right? Jerry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Oh, of course. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go. Bleed somewhere else. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so she'll lose the arm, but she'll gain a cyber arm. Maybe she will actually start working with me as a runner. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. So there is a softness to Mrs. Kubota, but she's also... what's the word that I'm looking for? She's also a businesswoman. She's also very... Gosh, I don't know what the right word is for that. She's like she's like Abraham from The Walking Dead. Big and tough and but really just a teddy bear on the inside, Sorry to bring up Abraham. I'm sorry. Damarigato, Killstealer, that girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know your words are mere air. We both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. Modern Mrs. Kubota. Thank you. You are most welcome, and I offer more than the simple lodging. You'll find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyberdock, and a place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. Why wasn't Jake staying here? This place is a safe house, too? Indeed. Normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for use of the facility, but as I said, you're a family too now. Consider it on the house. The entrance To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota, I'm a bit of a Luddite. I don't know where those buttons are. I might be able to find C, actually, so from there I can figure everything else out. But which GAFFC? Is it like a mini guitar and there's only one on each? Or one of each of them on the thing? Okay, awesome. I was beginning to get a little bit worried that there would be no stabilization in the game, no like place where you really settle down and like work out from. But it seems like the Seamstresses Union is going to be that place. You mentioned Coyote's Crusade. What is it? Oh, she's actually going to tell me. I thought she'd be like, oh, that's for Coyote to say if she so inclines to, or whatever. Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. I keep wanting to say BLTs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. Are any Johnsons or Fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may speak with Van Grass. He is often on stage. Van Grass is a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. Is Mr. Delilah here tonight? Yes, Mr. Delilah is in the back bar. That's usually where he does business. And how did you get involved in all of this? Really? I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. I'll be going now. That's so cool. I mean, if I just found out that, I'd be like, hey, tell me more. What was it like? What were you like when you were a runner? What were some of the runs that you went on and stuff like that? But I imagine that's kind of like faux pas, right? You're not allowed to talk about that. You're not allowed to ask questions. Or rather, if you ask questions, they probably wouldn't answer because I wouldn't answer. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and monitoring to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. Nerps. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Miss Kubota said you're a fixer? He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry, I'm doing a little thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey, guy, one more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment, tilts his head and your way, but you can see that he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence, too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Oh, how very nice. I don't see the comlink that you're blocking, but okay. Van Grass? Okay, cool. Thanks for having that, little talkie box above your head. Looking for a date? Not particularly. Johnny Clean. This is the security guard. I'm looking for where Johnny took Coyote. Piano's a little out of tune. Check it out. Mr. Clue. What have you got for me? Anything? Anything new? Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank. Paco and I tracked her down. I always wondered what she saw in him, but I guess he ain't all bad. I'm just glad she's back. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You're just a big old sheepdog, aren't you? Not the comparison made of most trolls, but I'm happy to defy expectations. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was a ripper. People say a lot about what they don't know or what they don't understand. Hey, it's like the 24-hour news cycle. Do you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge more for. It's the blood under the fingernails. Oh, man, this is a nice little back and forth here. I like this guy. I don't think you've been working for her. I crawled in here after the goblet, after I awoke. The awakening, that's what it was. I think I was calling it the occurrence, but no, it's the awakening. After I goblinized, I think is what he was going to say. Miss Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. I should be going. Catch you around. All right, I kind of want to check out what's going on downstairs before I finish off this episode. But chopsticks. You're a natural. You should give up shadowrunning and become a touring pianist. Johnny does not look impressed. Play Gafk. As you slowly pick the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase to descend the stairs into the Union safe house. GAFFC. Huh. I wonder if that's actually originally from something, and I'm missing that reference. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Alright, but I'm looking for the... Oh, that is her arm. That is definitely her arm. Who does she look like? Oh. She looks like... I'm a little bit less ashamed now that I can't think of his name. Luke. She looks like Luke's sister from Gilmore Girls. I was going to say let's just drop it, leave it at that. But I actually had to IMDb it in order to figure out what the guy's name was. So, been watching some episodes with my wife. Thanks for helping me out back there. Well, Sheen, you should be okay now. We'll see. It's gonna take years to work off this debt. Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area, watch some Tri-Vid or something. This young lady and I have some work to do. Miss Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. Coyote looks both better and worse than the last time you saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged, and she's now sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear that she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Yeah, look at that scar, eh? That's massive. Woo. Can I talk to you for a few minutes, Coyote? About Sam? Sam Watts. What about him? Sam's dead. Holy track, Sam. Can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night, regular crowd as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage. Yeah, you know him. Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few... Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back good. Eventually, he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what with Mrs. Kubota. And Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around. I can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and it's the last time I saw Sam. He said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? Good call. Standard Sam Drek. He grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was really pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied pretty hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion, but no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Here, you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Sam made some bad jokes? Not when he was sober. He was chill and funny. I guess I knew him the best of anyone around here. Sorry he's gone. Yeah, okay, where did he live? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally Am I not going to get anything out of this? He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it wouldn't have been bad, but Sam wasn't a monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. I got my hands on some nitro, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try to forget about it. He was sick. Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. Had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. Yeah, new liver? Is that what it was? New liver. He needed one because of all the drinking. Did he say how he got better? Said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Bought him a new liver. Or kidney. Is it kidney? Can't remember what he got anything of. I think kidneys are the ones that actually filter out the alcohol in your system, but... Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I got the gems. Just be like, hey, look at that, I got the gems. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and until we see you next time, be excellent to one another.